today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the Chicago Bears.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles.
We get our first look now at Carson Wentz and this Philadelphia Eagle offense.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
On first down, Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Brings up a good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Wentz with a throw that's caught by Rager. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1
touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run. As we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Williams will try again. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Damian Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Carson Wentz sacked.
Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 37. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Bears 7, Eagles 0.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo, and he completes it to Cohen. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Robinson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
First down, Chicago.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack. Back of the season.
11 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
Taken down at his own.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. We'll get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. This from 54 yards away. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. It's time for our player spotlight right now as we get a look at Carson Wentz. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Wentz. Looking left side, and it's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
For the point after.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting this. Sack.
It's second down.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo, the screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Cole Kmet. Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Allen Robinson, incomplete. Coverage on the play by Patrick Chung.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Garoppolo again. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magical elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
Garoppolo on first down. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First down, a run with Cohen. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
8 yards.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On the crossing route, complete. That's Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw is Garoppolo. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
reversed the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
4th and goal.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt.
37-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Eagles 7.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a carry for Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39.
12.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's brought down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen?
It's a gain of 8.
When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They run it again with Williams. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 24. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, Garoppolo. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the Bears are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
25-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles, if they hit the PAT, they will be in the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. I mean, we could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Garoppolo now, first down throw.
Open man is Komet, the tight end.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver.
And now it's 2nd down.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, Wentz.
Looking for Rager again. This time he's got it.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From midfield, here's Wentz.
This ball complete to Rager.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Wentz with a throw that's caught by Rager.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Wentz.
That'll be caught. Rager with it.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
They begin the drive with Williams. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. pass. In all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a toss to the left with Cohen. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football up a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Here we go.
2nd and 11. Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Bears, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.